Today, we're going to dive into the fundamental aspects that every successful leader must master, which is building trust. I will provide some techniques that will help any leader build trust. I'm Dr. J with Two Doc Minds. There is no secret that trust is the bedrock of any healthy relationship, whether personally or professionally. Trust is the core principle for a successful relationship. So for leaders, gaining and maintaining the trust of the team members is vital for success. Why? Because trust is the glue that holds the team together. Fostering a positive work environment and driving employee engagement, motivation, and overall satisfactory will lead to the building of trust and will lead to a very strong organization. And I don't believe you can have any relationship, whether personally or professionally, without the foundation of trust being there. If trust is eroded, I cannot see a path to success. How can leaders go about building that trust? Well, I'm going to break it down for you in this video, and we're going to give you 4 critical steps and ideas that will help you build trust. Many of them you know, but I want to break it down so that you understand the fabric of why it's important. So let's get started and let's go. So first, the first thing that builds trust is honoring your commitments. As a leader, when you say you're going to do something, follow through and do it. It is critical. That consistency established credibility and your reliability. And with credibility and reliability, you build trust. Those are 2 key components of trust. And so what do I mean by honoring your commitments? If you're going to show up to the meeting, show up on time. Matter of fact, show up early. Could you imagine what it looks like if you're a leader that shows up early? How that will be infectious to everyone within the organization. How that will change their perception of you, but also it will change their behavior. Because by honoring those commitments and showing up on time, and you're being reliable in doing that, you're doing it consistently, then you're going to build a level of credibility and people will follow. Guarantee you. So the first thing that I'm offering you is just honoring your commitments. Simple enough. Everyone should be able to do it. The second thing that I want to share with you is providing support is critical. So what do I mean by providing support? Well, your team should feel like you got their back. No matter what, you got their back. Whether it's offering some type of assistance, whether it's offering guidance, whether it's offering resources, or demonstrating, right, that you are there for your team, fosters that sense of security and trust. So what do I mean by support? Well, something as simple as, I made a mistake. Instead of jumping on my back in front of people, scolding me in front of people, correcting me in front of people, I'm going to pull you to the side and I'm going to provide a level of support. And I'm going to show you that, hey, it's okay to make mistakes. We're still going to support you. We're still going to protect you. We're still going to give you resources for success. Because quite frankly, without mistakes, you're not progressing. So I always tell, make mistakes. That means we're trying something new. We're doing something different. And if we correct course, then we can take an organization off. So it's sometimes always good to make a mistake here or there. Not making the same mistake over, or not making, detrimental mistakes. That's different. But we're just talking mistakes because you're trying your best. So giving that support is critical. The third idea that I want to share with you is about communication. Such a critical aspect of building trust. So effective leaders should at least weekly or bi-weekly have one-on-one meetings. And I would say at least weekly have group team meetings. Not only do that ensure that everyone is on the same page, but it provides opportunities for open dialogue and fostering a culture of transparency. So for me, I have one-on-one meetings with my team at least every 2 weeks. And if it's something critical or a newer employee, I would do it weekly. First thing Monday morning, 9 o'clock Monday mornings, I have an executive team meeting. It's something I've done for a decade why it's critical. I also do one other thing. Every week by 12 o'clock on Friday, I ensure that my team provides weekly update reports, status reports, what's going on. I read them and I may provide feedback before the week ends so that they can prepare for the next day. And when we wake up on Monday and have our team meeting, we talk about what the strategy is for the day, for the week, and potentially the month and the quarter or year. So it's critical to have that structure. And having that one-on-one time as well is critical for employees to be able to have open dialogue, honest dialogue, have a type of communication that they may not do in front of others. They have that chance one-on-one, and being able to do that consistently without counseling, without being too busy to meet with your team is critical. For those leaders that miss those meetings, what you're saying to your employee every single time you miss that meeting is that you're not valuable. And it's the wrong message to send. Make sure you meet and have those dialogues on a regular basis, because it's important to build that trust and that level of communication with your team. So comment below and let me know if these 3 things are something that you practice. Just drop something in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. So the next and 4th thing that I want to share is feedback, right? It is a powerful, powerful, powerful tool for building trust. Leaders should not only give positive feedback, but it's also critical in building trust to give constructive feedback. So what do I mean? Well, if I'm doing something positive, also say good job, recognize people. That is perfect. But also when I slipped or when I messed up, I may need some constructive feedback to either help me get back on course or to give me the skills necessary so I can be successful. So positive and constructive feedback is very, very, very critical. This shows that you truly care about your team's growth and development, because that positive feedback gives them reassurance that they're doing right. The constructive feedback corrects the behavior and support your team with getting them back on task. That is critical. And when it comes to communication, when it comes to all these 4 items, right, it is important that these things are reciprocated. So what do I mean by that? It's important that when you look at honoring your commitments, the boss and the team needs to honor each other. Even sometimes the leader needs that support. That communication is clear up and down the chain so that everybody understands what's going on, and feedback throughout the organization, no matter who you are, it should be open and ready to receive. And so it is critical that you do those things. So if you are a leader looking to hone your skills in building trust, consider it a continuous practice. Trust is not built overnight. It's an ongoing process that requires dedication and intention. And note, even with all that said, one wrong move, one wrong comment, one wrong gesture can destroy that trust in seconds. Something took years to build up can be destroyed in seconds. So you have to treat it with care. So before we wrap up today, I just want to let you know that trust is a 2-way street. You have to make sure that you're honoring those commitments, supporting your team, have clear communication, have clear feedback loops, and ensure that both you and your team is doing it. And if that is happening and you build that level of trust, I guarantee you will have a powerful, strong, growing organization that will be a force to reckon with. This is 2 Doc Minds, and we give you a lot of content on leadership and professional development. So please drop a comment. But more importantly, so that we can get this content shared with more people, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and tell a friend. We have a lot of great content coming, and we want to make sure you're the first one to receive it. I'm Dr. J, and thank you for watching 2 Doc Minds.